vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? Nine hells? Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. It sounds terrible when you put it like that, but maybe you can put a stop to this whole operation. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there, tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
You can't be serious. They'll find me. A cell won't keep me safe. They run this city. All right, I'll go. But if I'm found hanging in my cell, it'll be on your conscience.
Insisting on playing his acoustic loop version of High House of Wonders.
I mean, try.
I hate loopers. I don't understand why they're such a hit.
You can stare as much as you like.
Scant few customers today.
Nice.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are.
These four walls are alone. So disruptive and such fog coursing through my brain. Look at you.
Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
hell's was that?
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hells?
Oh, we're not queuing for Sures's caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
It depends on the person. 15 low cities. I'd recommend 2 doses.
A bird. Dancelon's dancing act. The Harper Safe House Jahira mentioned.
It's very leather-like.
Well, hello. With pleasure.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Wanna dance? Steady.
Like what?
I don't know, but I'll know it when I see it.
It depends on the respectabilist.
The Absolutes are these lacy. They won't care about this.
I'd love to, thanks.
Delicious. Simple.
I'd love to chat, but I've got a suit to find. Who knew buying something so simple would take the bones of a day?
How else was I supposed to see the update?
You have got to check out Dan Fallon's dancing acts. Their leatherwork is amazing.
Stunning. Very leather.
Invented the steel watch.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you.
Wearing armor. It's my mother and father.
Welcome to Don't draw any trouble on old Enthar. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harper's. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? I knew it. I knew she wasn't dead. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always. Your father bless you. Tommy, you're on the door till our friends are done. God forbid we do any business today.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch. Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch? No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch. Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them?
Seems like a lot. I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the steel watch foundry.
As if any of us would be so fortunate.
Imagine seeing a watch of power for the first time. My heart flutters at the thought.
I'd love to see one of them in a fight. It's hard to find. Wear it to dinner.
Simply astonishing feat of genius.
I wouldn't keep, unless you're buying. Then he can wait till the Soul Forge goes dark.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.
You are not Chihira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no? Can't say I know much of Gortash, but Orin is hunting you. And when I deliver your corpse, she'll let me keep your skin.
Bloody doppelgangers!
Go for the throat. Let's have some fun.
position.
All right. Orange doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Mars side, I wonder?
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Thank you! I'm alive. That's more than the others can say. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Oh, thank the gods. You're the first friendly face I've seen in days. Old Danthelon included. The others, they're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet. Until we started to ask about the Rashomar.
Rashomar, a native of Rashomon, the far eastern land known for its wild inhabitants and the witches who rule them.
The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomar, they do not want him found.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Let's go to Khan's Guns. He has the most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a shirt.
He merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch. Yes, but they were...
Apparently the armor was a bomb.
How about we settle on the Gondians and...
very leather-like. Well, we shall see this.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor. I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know, or know of more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. She spoke to you in a rather familiar fashion. More shapeshifter mind games, I suppose. Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. And I was so busy telling you not to take her bait that I scarcely felt the hook in my own mouth. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
Your ruined brain lurches and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Whatever blow to the head has addled your thoughts, take comfort. You and Minsk have that in common. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there. Cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
What by the Morden Samuels Curleys went on down there? Of course they bloody did. Oh, clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by. I've had enough dealings with Harpers to know I don't want the answers. Go on now. I don't care much for your timing, but I like your gold well enough. Your father bless you.
As if any of us would be so fortunate.
Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir? I must say I'm rather proud of it. The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each purchase. Hello again, sir. What can I do? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be
to do.
Don't be shy.
All right, what now?
Watch your bag. Oh, for a skeleton key.
Never a dull moment. Let's see what you're hiding.
For a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Don't mind if I do.
You told me the armor was a body.
My mate got thrown by a steel watcher. Lucky bugger. The trajectory was perfection.
Are you a Steel Watcher fan too? If so, we meet here every day to discuss their mechanics.
Did you get to look at that? Excuse me? We're discussing Steel Watcher gyromatics. A topic beyond your understanding, I imagine.
Leather-like.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the Steel Watch. Actually, Gortash invented the Steel Watch.
Put him up! Put him up!
me. Your fist, silly. I'm trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew. I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much, or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you.
To run this business at a loss. I sense some hesitation. Speak.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gams. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for? Ugh. If it's empty patty you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Gams has you covered. A killer? That's... gods. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me. You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick. Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember, Calm's Gams. That would be fantastic if you wanted to run this business at a loss.
Guardians built this.
Yes, but they were which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them?
Need to get something done? Got plenty of tools for that. No screw too loose, no door too unhinged.
Give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Targeting modules. Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
Fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Yes, the Orphans Fund. You can pay me directly. I'll make sure to pass your gold to the orphans. I'm sure you will.
Gaining access will not be easy. We must either earn an invitation or find a route where we can pass unnoticed.
You want past? Talk to Ellen.
No entry today. Special occasion. Won't be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry. Lower the gates! Special permission!
Naughty, naughty, naughty little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected, and that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You'll never inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. By eradicating your siblings, you are not the last of your name. Not yet. There's another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
All we can do is be patient.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Are they going to arrest us? I almost believe you this time.
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
And tell me what you were doing in that house. Nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
Broke down the door because it sounded like
You've been seeing us for ages, and we're still here. What are they waiting for?
The house was on fire. We were rescuing.
I don't know,
I
dear.
spoke to a witness who says she entered the house
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Not this again.
The brain needs to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Ravengard is a legend. Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Gortash has Ravengard on his side. That should tell you. Every dish is the same as the last. Sticking up for
urges are calling on you again.
So much. This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Making me sweat.
Easy.
Still alive, so that's progress. Things have stayed interesting.
That nearly ended me.
Maybe I should... No, this is good. way too big.
Trust no one.
Got a long road ahead.
Something over there.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Don't touch me.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Hey, good looking. still alive, so that's progress. Come on, let's go!
I hope this ends well.
What now?
Let's move.
I feel like a rosé in a tea shop.
Keep your distance now.
Hardly a challenge.
Looking ahead. Just out of view.
A prison guard has spotted you. It's either lie or fight. Somehow the guard buys your excuse. You're free to roam Worms Rock Prison.
Always a pleasure.
Huh?
It's over.
What do you want?
I don't need to escape. I've got food, water, privacy, and I mean to keep it that way.
Something smells tasty. Simple.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
You're too late. It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to older Ravenguard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He's spoken accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
Someone there.
No time to rest.
Old man Otto's been muttering in his sleep. Something about a dragon sleeping under Worm's Rock. It's all that gruel he's been getting. He's hungrier than a farm ox after ploughing. Doesn't he have family who looked after him?
Someone's reported a theft in this area. It seems you're the likely culprit. What will you do? walk free for now.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Two more legs for smashing. Love to see that thing in action.
Your spellcasting has caught this guard's eye. Time to explain yourself or face the consequences.
What do I have to lose?
Time to kill.
For Balduran's sake, leave an old man in peace.
Such a headache.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
guard is fast asleep.
Bathed in a tendy. Ate all the onions. Old man Otto. Back here again. Cell stinks like an old cabbage. 3 bowls of the stew.
What do we have here? What I please. Better be cautious.
Back, eh? What's your business? Your father? Not much of a family resemblance. Well... Second cell on the right. And you tell him, no seconds for supper. This here's a prison, not an inn. Hang on, I'll let you through. Should have been locked. Well, in you go. And don't feed the prisoners. Make them cocky.
Courthouse is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Please, not now.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. Crawling back from his bloody disgrace. It's my favorite assassin. Gods, you're a sight for sore eyes. Orin told me she made a fool of you. But I should have known you wouldn't go down that easy. Then she didn't die. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated. In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorpe. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf. But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself. Have you gone soft? I find that hard to believe. One's true nature always rises to the top. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Ousting Orin and helping you reclaim your birthright would be my greatest honor. With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous. She wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal. Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge, sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
An ally could be useful, at least for now. And when he's no longer useful, well, we can dispose of him then.
You look carefully, but discover nothing.
We would not meddle in each other's affairs. This was our agreement. She came to us as Baal's chosen. We are but servants to our lords. Your presence here means your lord sees a purpose for you yet. I tolerated Orin, but I liked you. Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me, but it could be anyone else.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it? A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friendship? Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Then allow me to peek it for you.
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Maybe later.
Best get going.
He looks the exact same as he did 10 years ago. Fancy a coat, I suppose. The Archduke of Baldur's Gate. What a sham. You don't really intend to be his ally, do you? Fair enough. Now that he's within reach, I don't intend to let him slip away.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. To his death, the way I hear it. Such a shame. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Oh, what are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually. I needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. But I have to get away. There's an army coming, trying to kill us all. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. Really? You'll just give it to me? Look. Hidden up on the roof, you'll find all the stuff I stole. You can have it. Thank you. I'll never forget this. Never.
Bloody army. I don't need any attention right now. Let's get me out. I should never have left Oakwood.
Let's go.
Sign up for this.
If this isn't important.
Free for the taking. Waiting around. I can't take it.
I was trying to concentrate.
You were caught casting a forbidden spell. This guard's come to make sure you don't do it again. They believe you.
Should mind my step. Bloody army coming.
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Mazora to Will.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mazora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mazora. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketherick's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Something's not right about those steel watchers. I'm telling you.
Ah, they're harmless. Except if you're a criminal, of course.
It's more than that. The way they look at you. Judging you. I don't like it.
You're not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and leave the steel watchers to theirs.
Something's not right about those steel watchers.
I'm telling you.